Hello, and welcome to the Aligned Actor Podcast. I'm Amy Schlurb, your friendly fellow actor and mindfulness and mindset coach. And this is the podcast where I offer practical mindfulness tools and mindset shifts to help us all thrive in our full actor lives. Basically, I want you to stay aligned with who you are, what you want, and why you choose to be an actor, so that you can make it in an industry that will constantly test you on each and every one of those ideas. Because actor life, as we know, as I say all the time on this podcast, it's a roller coaster. It is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and sometimes full on loopy-loops. And the only way that we are going to survive in this business long term and be able to continually stay aligned with those questions, who am I, what do I want, and why do I keep getting up in the morning and choosing to be an actor? The only way we're going to stay aligned with all that and survive in this industry is if we're taking care of ourselves inside and out and finding effective ways to handle all of the stress, all of the havoc that the entertainment industry wreaks on our nervous systems, finding a way to handle and roll with all of that. Because actor life is a stressful roller coaster. And stress has become so normalized in our culture and so normalized for us as actors that we often ignore its signs and symptoms until they majorly disrupt our lives. And what happens? We get sick. Yep. But mindfulness, fortunately, can help us recognize and actually do something to alleviate our stress before we completely burn out and get sick, end up in the hospital, all that not so fun stuff. Obviously, this is a benefit of mindfulness for humans in general. Like, all humans benefit from the stress relieving benefits of mindfulness, not just actors. But stress for actors is like on a whole other level. Constant uncertainty, relentless rejection, and unpredictable urgency. They all absolutely wreak havoc on our nervous systems, flooding our bodies and minds with stress and tension. It is not fun, friends, but it is just part of being an actor. I'm talking about the uncertainty of never knowing if our next audition is a day away, or a month away, or a year away, but we always have to stay ready. Hurry up and wait. Be ready all the time for opportunity, because opportunity could come knocking on your door at any moment. But it's not there, right? But we have to be constantly ready for it. Waiting to hear if you booked it. We don't know. It's uncertain. Did I book it? Did I not? Waiting to hear, that limbo period, that is always stressful. Never knowing if your scene will make it to the final cut or if you'll end up on the cutting room floor. So even after we booked the job, we filmed the job, we don't even know if we're going to get to be able to say, like, hey, look, here's an example of me being an actor. Look at my work. We don't know. It's uncertain. And that's stressful, to live in that uncertainty. The uncertainty of always wondering if this will be your last job. Right? Ugh, not fun. The uncertainty of constantly thinking that there is something more that you could be doing to further your career. What could I be doing more? Am I doing enough? Am I enough? All those questions. We just have this uncertainty all the time. And I'm talking about the rejection of not booking again. The rejection of getting dropped by your agent. The rejection of your pilot not getting picked up or your series getting canceled. The rejection of getting snubbed at nomination time despite everyone in the entertainment industry saying that you gave the performance of your career. Whew. Or how about aging out of roles that were once considered your bread and butter. Ugh. And then there's the unpredictable urgency of putting together a self-tape in 24 to 48 hours. Or the unpredictable urgency of like, now I have to find last-minute childcare because I have a commercial audition tomorrow. The unpredictable urgency, that's the topic I'm on, of rearranging your work schedule so that you can be on a 10 a.m. Zoom callback. We never know when it's going to happen, but it's like when it hits, you're like, I gotta go now. Everything is urgent. Getting that last minute rewrite that you have to memorize immediately. Unpredictable urgency. Having to rebook your family's summer travel plans because you booked something. Yay! But now we have to rearrange everything. Or because production added filming days to your shooting schedule. So it is stress on stress, on stress, on stress, on stress, on stress, on stress. And look, I don't say any of this by way of complaining. We are not complaining. We choose this. We chose this career. We choose this career continuously over and over and over again, year after year after year. But everything that I just listed, those are legitimately stressful situations that just keep compounding on each other. So it's no wonder that many of us feel overloaded in this career. So just cut yourself a little bit of slack. It is not easy to be an actor. Fortunately, a regular mindfulness practice is a major, major antidote to the stress of actor life. Mindfulness can help us learn to respond to these situations, the unpredictable urgency, the relentless rejection, the uncertainty that just happens all the time. We can respond to all of those situations with the calm presence of an Obi-Wan Kenobi instead of the depressing energy of maybe an Eeyore or the frantic energy of a Chicken Little. Oh my God, the sky is falling because I have to do an audition and I have to change everything around. No. Okay. Yeah, I got some things to move around in my schedule. I can handle it. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, it activated my nervous system a little bit, knowing that I have to get this done, fairly quickly. But I can handle it, right? Because within only a few minutes of focused attention on our breath, we can activate the relaxation response in the body. So our parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest, maybe as you've heard it called, that part comes online. And it moves us out of fight or flight mode, which I feel like is what often gets triggered by these types of situations. Oh my God, I have an audition. I'm in fight or flight mode because I got to get it done. Wait a second. Let me take a breath. Let me practice mindfulness for just a second. It doesn't take long at all, as I've said before on this podcast. A calm body and mind is better able to remain grounded and problem solve and plan in the midst of all the uncertainty, dealing with all the rejection, dealing with all the urgency of actor life. And this is why we are learning and practicing mindfulness together. And like I said, remember, mindfulness doesn't have to take a long time or look a certain way. You can simply count your inhales and exhales up to 10. And even doing just that will be enough to bring you back to the present moment, feeling just a little bit more calm in your body and mind. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and practice that together. So just sit comfortably. Keep your eyes open if you want to. I'm going to keep my eyes open. And we're just going to count our inhales and exhales up to 10. So we're going to count 1 on the inhale, 2 to exhale, 3 to inhale, 4 to exhale, 5 to inhale, 6 to exhale, 7 to inhale, 8 to exhale, 9 to inhale, 10 to exhale. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel a little calmer in my body. I always get kind of activated when I record podcasts, and that's good. You kind of want to be in that like activated, excited, I have things to tell you that I want to share with you energy. But anytime I practice mindfulness, and I'm glad we did it at the end here, where it's like, oh, okay, now I can just be a little bit more relaxed and move on with my day after recording this podcast. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me If you found this content helpful and inspiring, I would be so honored if you would leave a comment on my Substack, leave a comment on the YouTube video, leave a comment or a review on like Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you found this content. Also share it with your actor pals, because I really want more and more people to benefit from mindfulness and understand how beneficial mindfulness can be, especially for us as actors and dealing with all the uncertainty and the rejection and what was the third one? Oh, come on, Amy. It's your own content, for crying out loud. Remember your points. Uncertainty, rejection, and uncertainty, rejection. I should cut this out. Oh dear. Am I going to be brave and leave it in, or am I going to cut it out? Hold on. I have it up here. Uncertainty, rejection, and urgency. Urgency, right? That is such a huge one as actors. We always got to get things done immediately. Oh, can't believe I forgot that one. But hey, I'm human. It happens. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.